Hey y'all, it's Joy again, and I'm back with some more healthy beauty alternatives to talk to you about. And I'm a little bit more glammed up today because we're going out to have a special occasion, kind of quasi dinner, because it's my husband's birthday, and we're going out with a couple friends, and it's going to be kind of nice. I get to dress up and be an adult out with my husband instead of just an adult out with kids, so that's going to be kind of sweet. So I wanted to share just a couple things that I do for myself, to keep up my beauty regimen, that are more natural products and that I've switched to, and why. The first one is by a company that you can find on Etsy, and I'll list it down the doobly-doo. This is called Clear Skin Minerals, and this little bottle is actually a dropper. This is a infinite moisture day and night serum. So it's, I only use to the little 0.4 here, and that's all I need to cover both my face and my neck. This has organic aloe, glycerin, DMAE, MSM, meadowform seed oil, organic vitamin E, organic white willow bark, rosemary, neem oil, and citric acid. So all of these actually not only help with anti-wrinkle and hydration, but neem oil is a very rejuvenating oil to the skin, and white willow bark helps with decrease any kind of acne. It helps clean out your pores. And MSM and DMAE, I understand, are firming ingredients. So they make this product. That is actually my second bottle. It costs about $19.50, I think, per bottle, and each bottle is about a fluid ounce. I believe both of them. Yes, fluid ounce. This one's glass. They recently moved to plastic, and while I prefer glass, I still love the ingredients inside. I also get something called their Amazing Eye Cream, and this one is a nice cream consistency. It's really hydrating to the under eyes. It helps with any dryness or crepiness like I told you I have on my upper eyelids at one time, and that is awesome. I use that both day and night, and I love it, love it, love it. Now, I have been coloring my hair for over 10 years now, way over 10 years now. That's kind of scary. The last year, or maybe more than that, I have changed the kind of color that I use. Instead of just going ammonia-free, see, my hair was thinning. It was starting to show damage because of the amount, because I have to lift a little bit of color too. And it was starting to show damage, and it was harder to keep my hair healthy. So in addition to vitamins that I started taking, I also started to cut back on coloring my hair, which meant that my wisdom was showing quite a bit. So now, instead of coloring my hair and lifting hair out from the hair follicle, I actually coat them. I coat them in henna. Henna is not a new idea, but you have to be careful when you're switching from a chemical product to a natural product in this case, because what can happen is if there's any chemical left in your hair, and if there's metal in the henna because you didn't happen to get a pure henna or a purist henna type, then you can actually cause a lot more damage to your hair, and some people have actually had their hair melt. That's what I've read. I haven't actually known anyone who's had that happen, so yeah, I didn't want to risk that. So what I did is I did a test, and I pulled some of my recent hair out of my hairbrush, and I mixed just a tiny bit of the henna up, and I had it sit on the hair and process like I would have processed it if I would have been doing it to my head. And not only with that, you get to see what color you're going to get, but you also get to see if there's going to be any damage done. Thankfully, there wasn't any damage, and so I went ahead and colored my hair. And I've used several different colors, and I've used 2 different companies, and this is the one I returned to. This is called by Light Mountain, and I use bright red. Obviously, my hair is not bright red, right? So this coats my natural hair color, and it has a bright, of course, and it has an auburn color that comes off of that, which is a little bit more natural, but not totally. So it you can see the color of my hair through it, so it looks more natural. It looks like you're looking through a filter instead of just coating the hair. And that may be a problem for some people who want a total hair color, or if you want to highlight and things. You can definitely do a two-process kind of a thing, but unless your hair is really light, you're not going to get the total effects of the color. And that's something I chose to live with because now my hair is thicker, it's more manageable, it's healthier, my hair is not thinning nearly as much, and I love that. Now there's another product that they make that is called Color the Gray, and this one is a two-step process, and this one's auburn, and I can use this just in the areas I have gray, or I could use it all over, and I've done both. It just kind of blends in with the other color, and it's nice. But it does take a little bit more time. And the thing with henna too, if you're not used to henna, you're going to be a little bit put off when you smell it, when you see it, because when you mix it, it smells herbally, it smells earthy. Actually, it smells like you took your lawn, you grind it up, you put it in a bowl, and you add water to it. So it's kind of like a greenish mud. And when you apply henna mud to your hair, you put a cap over it so it doesn't dry out, and you walk around for sometimes up to 4 hours or more. Some people sleep with it overnight. I just let it process for anywhere from 1 to 4 hours, and that really is a huge difference for me to make my color be the color I want. The other thing is when you rinse it out, it's a little bit more of a task to rinse out. It takes a lot to get the mud moving and to get it going out of your hair, and then you don't shampoo right away. You wait a good 24 hours, but your hair does smell like cut grass for a good 2 days at least, or 2 shampoos, and especially when it's wet. Not so much when it's dry, but when it's wet. And no one's really going to tell unless they're going around sniffing you. It's not like there's this halo of green scent around you. It's just, it smells a little bit like cut grass, especially when it's wet. But I like the effects. I like that my hair, I don't have any chemicals on my scalp because that was getting really itchy and hurting, and so now I don't have that issue. And so those are 2 things that I do, or 2 companies that I use, Light Mountain and Clear Skin Minerals, that help me feel more beautiful and help me with the aging process parts that I don't really care for now that I'm in my 40s, and just healthier stuff. Hopefully this was helpful to you. I'll put the links in the doobly-doo. I buy the hair color either through Vitacost or iherb, and I'll put those down below as well. You can get them at a lot of natural grocers, co-ops, those kinds of, I think Trader Joe's even carries this, but I'm not for sure because I don't have a Trader Joe's in my area, though I would love to have a Trader Joe's in my area. Hint, hint, if you're listening. So, anywho, take care. I hope to talk to you again soon. I'll be back with a couple videos, I'm sure, this week. And until then, bye-bye. God bless. Have a great day.